Check. Look, I walk in the room and they feel my aura. Close but so far, I'm long distance like the cola. Shorty trying wipe me down, but this a tall order.
Meeze the God, we here, we live.
What's good, baby?
How you feeling today?
Feel great, man. I'm in a great mood, bro. The vibes is high, bro. Everything is lovely, man. I can't complain.
Okay. So for the people who don't know you, tell them who you are.
Right. So, I go by Meeze the God. GAAWD, GAAWD stands for Going Against All World Discrimination. I've been rapping professionally or seriously, I would say, for about the last 5 years, since about 2016. I dropped about 4 projects. Most recently, Adaption, which is out now, streaming on YouTube, Audio Mac, and SoundCloud. And I'm an established artist, just looking for opportunities, trying to make a way for me and the fan.
Okay. So let's go back real quick. So you call yourself a God with the acronym. Say it again for me.
GAAWD, Going Against All World Discrimination.
Okay. So is there, like, how did you come to that name? Where did that name come from?
So I started rapping in college. We was opening up the homecoming shows and spring flames and stuff like that. Me and my man Dre, and we pretty much formed a group. And the group name was Black Gods, BLAC, Born Leaders Accepting Challenges, GAAWD, Going Against All World Discrimination. So that was like the whole acronym for it. It was something dope that we just sat around, thought about. We feel like that's kind of like the motto lifestyle that we live. You know what I mean? Love is love. I love all people. I try to support all people. Just do the right thing, be positive, and I feel like good things will happen.
Okay. So you say you've been rapping for how long now?
About 5 years, seriously.
5 years. So who are some of your musical influences?
Well, it depends. I mean, right now, just off the top of my head, currently, I would definitely say J. Cole. I like what Dave East got going on. I like Benny the Butcher. I like Wale. I like Drake. Those like kind of like the mainstream dudes. Growing up though, Mobb Deep, that was a big influence for me. I'm originally from Long Island, so right there, they down the street in Queens. I was bumping that heavy. Then I was listening to Lloyd Banks heavy. So I think that's kind of like where I kind of constructed my styles of how I want to do with music and rap and wordplay and flows and metaphors and all that other good stuff.
Okay. So being from New York, you don't feel like you got like the added pressure for success in the music industry?
100%, but I'm not the type that kind of listen to the outside noise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, again, when you're doing the right thing, good things are going to happen. But like you said, coming from the city, coming from the town that we from, bro, it's difficult because it's kind of like dog eat world. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be strong-willed. You got to be very confident, et cetera, because now you're going to get eaten alive in the city.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I definitely got a little chip on my shoulder when it comes to that, a little ego at times and confidence. But that's, again, just an ego when I rap. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you name some of your favorite rappers or top rappers, I'm gonna say, or artists rather, on a kind of different end of the spectrum there. So who would you say, or how would you describe your music, or excuse me, your style of rap?
That's a tough one, man. Like I said, I've been doing this for about 5 years, so I see myself transitioning. The first thing that comes to my mind is conscious fun, right? I think I talk about what's going on. I think I'm very conscious with my rap, but I don't want to be put in categories of backpack rap or anything like that. So I say fun because I started when I was about 24, 25 years old. I was still young. I was still going through things. So I'm rapping about my personal experiences so that now that I'm touching my 30s, bro, like it's reality rap. You know what I'm saying? I rap about my life, what I'm thinking, what I see, what's going on in the world, what my bros go through, my family go through, shorty, all that. And I put it all together, you know what I'm saying? So I rap about real life, man.
Right. Okay. So as far as in the music industry, right? Where where do you see yourself fitting in? Like is it like you're gonna be on the we're gonna make hits, we're gonna be talking about the traditional drugs and the party rap, or are we gonna be like you said, the conscious? Because there has to be a balance. You know, you can't always appeal to just one audience. Like, how do you?
100%.
Like, how would you find that balance within your music?
Right. So one of the best things about being an artist is you get to talk about different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I rap about not necessarily aligned with my life. Again, my family, my friends, my peers, the social issues that's going on in the community, things that I see, I'm able to put that on the canvas. You know what I'm saying? And then I let the world dictate and take from it whatever they want to take. You know what I mean? Criticize, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So like being a rapper, being an artist is all about expression. You know what I mean? So I don't find myself in a lane. I do it all because again, I'm rapping about life in general, not just me. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that goes around. I got eyes, got 20/20 vision. You know what I'm saying? So I see everything that's going on, and I try to stay tapped in with the young shit, with the old shit, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? So I think that puts me not necessarily on a pedestal, but it makes me more versatile than some of the other artists that's around.
So what I'm gathering is you get a lot of your inspiration from your everyday life, from yourself, your family, your friends, your close loved ones, and that all plays a part into your music choice of how you create.
100%.
Now, are you one of these new rappers that don't write nothing down, or you got a process that you go through?
Both. Freestyling, and when I say freestyle, when I say it, I'm coming from how I grew up on it. And growing up on it, it was off top, meaning improv. First thing that come in your mind, you just go and you just putting it together. I love that. It's an exercise. It's good conditioning for the brain. It makes you be more creative. You pull from different departments that you didn't even know that you had up there. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoy that. But when I'm trying to make a project, I try to be way more thoughtful. I don't want to just rhyme and just give you crazy punchlines. I want to leave you with something after you listen to my music. So I do write and go through a process like that.
Okay, all right. So let's stay on that for a second. When you're creating these hits, right? Do you have like an alter ego, or a different, let's say, namesake that you may take on or create when it's time to go in the booth or time to drop a freestyle? Like who do you become when it's time to make the hits?
Um, that's a good question, bro. I think I become that person. Whatever that topic is, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? So again, when it comes to reality rap, if I'm talking about my hardships when I was growing up, I'm going back to my teenage years when I was in Section 8 housing and things like that. If I'm talking about some lit shit, turning up, females, et cetera, I'm talking about my college years when I was going through that. If I'm talking about some grown man shit now, a house, an acre, you know what I'm saying? Being a family man, I'm talking about what I'm going through right now. So it's almost like being an actor, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like role playing. You got to go into that character. So when I go in a booth, again, whatever that beat take me wherever it take me, and then once I start putting it together, I go into wherever character it forms around that beat. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's dope. You know what I mean? I really love that process. Again, something you never know. Like I be rapping, bro. I be writing, and I never know what's gonna come out, bro. Like it's almost like I go into autopilot and shit just start happening.
Okay, all right. Respect. So let's take a deep step even further here. Your beat selection. Do you have like a process for like your beat selection, or how you may find a beat like does the beat talk to you? Does it like how do you pick the beat that you say, nah, this is the one that I'm gonna pick and
Right.
lay these verses down and create the magic?
I think a lot of it starts with a freestyle. So when I put that beat on, it's gonna speak to me. We got to be on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to be vibrating on this on the same frequency. You know what I mean? So when I put that beat on, something that I see that I'm gravitating to is keys, piano. You know what I mean? That just put me like in the soulful mood. So it draws deep, passionate, thoughtful bars. You know what I'm saying? Struggle, pain, overcoming adversity, things like that. And then another thing, the bass. So when I hear that bass, you know what I mean? That's kind of with me, that get me nodding my head. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear that bass, Now I'm looking to knock somebody out with a punchline. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I got the thought that I want to say. How can I make this catchy? How can I make it stick with the audience? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's a combination, honestly, bro. It's a collaborative effort.
Okay. All right. So let's switch gears here. So you recently met up with Loaded Lux and did some music with him and some freestyles rather, and you had the opportunity to perform in front of that. Explain that to me. How did that go? How was that process? How was that moment knowing like someone who has a certain platform acknowledged you and gave you a platform then to share
Right.
your talents and share your words and your passion.
I'm gonna start with saying one, Lux is one of the realest brothers I ever met. Like, genuine dude. When you start diving into this industry, you realize that it's a lot of politics involved. It's a lot of business, you know what I'm saying? So I feel as though, not to hate on nobody, but you can create the image that you see on the TV. Instead of it actually being there, you can grab somebody off the street, put them in a costume, give him a script to say, and he'll act that role, like I was saying, and he can be exactly that. So with Lux, it was like, nah, I want the organic, the real version of whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a platform to be myself, and that's what I appreciated the most. So moving forward, I was dropping freestyles every Friday. I had this segment that I was doing on social media called Freestyle Friday. I would just pick a beat. Most of them was 90s, early 2000 beats. That's kind of like my era, my vibe, and I was crushing them shits, bro. So I seen that he had a hashtag going around called Top Shelf Freestyle. So I started tagging that hashtag and all of my joints. And he actually reached out himself, put like a little comment on my joint, like, yo, I see you, bro, blah, 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 we'll be in talks. You know what I mean? Didn't think nothing of it. Of course, it was dope as hell. I got acknowledged by arguably the best battle rapper ever. So I was like, oh shit. But that's not the first time that somebody in the industry contacted me, you know what I'm saying? So I took it with a grain of salt, like, I'm gonna just keep busting my ass, see what happened. And dead ass, like 3 months later, GAAWD97 reached out to my email, was like, yo, I need you to come to Harlem. We're gonna be at the Shrine. You got 24 bars to impress the, you know what I mean, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And I knew it was real because there was no gimmicks around it. There wasn't no, yo, send $500, we're gonna give you an opportunity to get on, da da da. If you pay $1,000 here, we're gonna give you the slot on this mixtape. It was like, yo, I need you at this place at this time, come with your shit. And that's exactly what it was. So that's how that worked out. It was a dope opportunity, a dope event. I actually just spoke about it recently because like the year anniversary just came up, and I rocked that joint. I was on a platform of millions. The second time in my life, I performed at the Firefly Music Festival in Delaware in 2017 with my group Trio. But that right there, just going up there and just rapping, something that I was doing all year already, that was beautiful. I felt like the stars aligned on that moment.
Okay. So that's pretty huge to have, like you said, perhaps one of the biggest and most legendary battle rappers reach out to you and want you to come perform on his platform and then perhaps the most legendary, biggest radio station in New York, Hot 97,
100%, bro.
that you grew up listening to, being from New York, contact you. Like, how was that moment? Talk about that moment really quickly. Like, Hot 97 contacted you. The radio station of Funk Flex, dropping bombs.
Everything you saying, you realize while you talking, bro, you going up, you getting excited. And it's like when growing up in New York, bro, you hear Power 105 and you hear Hot 97. Hot 97 is it, bro. Anybody and everybody, you gotta go through there. It was almost like getting a G pass. You know what I'm saying? You're not legit, you're not solid, you're not certified unless you go through Hot 97. Whether it's a freestyle, whether they're just playing your joint in rotation, you know what I'm saying? You're getting spins on the radio. So when they contact me and I seen the little blue check, I was like, oh shit. And more importantly, you know what I'm saying, I moved to Delaware and I hold the city down too. I fuck with Delaware. I fuck with 302 Heavy. You know what I'm saying? But being from NY and getting an opportunity from NY, from the biggest radio station ever, biggest platform that you could probably be on in New York City, bro, the mecca of hip hop where that shit started at, it was life changing. It was something that nobody can ever take from me. It was almost like graduating high school and graduating from college. You got that degree, that diploma, it can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You did that. So when that happened, regardless if I won the show or not, I made it to Hot 97, bro. I'm here with Lux. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with, yeah, you know what I mean? So that's what it was like, bro. It was dope. Never forget it.
Amazing. Good. All right, so let's again switch gears here. So you now have a new project out, Adaptation. Explain that to me. Where did the title of the project come from?
Bro, unfortunately, man, you know, the world, we've been going through some shit lately. I mean, of course, we always been, but this pandemic, this COVID-19, with everything that's going on, I dead ass like seen a paradigm shift in front of my eyes, bro. I seen everything change, you know what I'm saying? I had bad epiphanies during this process, and I was like, regardless of where you stand, whether it's pro-vaccine or you con the vaccine, whatever case may be, you have to adapt to this situation. And if not, you're going to succumb, just like everything else that happened prior. If you fail to adapt, bro, you extinct. You know what I mean? So I was thinking about that. And I was already in the creative process. I know I'm almost on like on a time schedule. Every 6 months to a year, I know I got to put something out. You know what I mean? So as I'm working, that was going through my head. Like, bro, I got to adapt. I got to evolve. I can't let this be the reason why I'm not productive, because they cutting us off from the rest of the world. They stopping all the social events, et cetera, et cetera. Like, nah, I got to keep pushing. I got to put content out, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like I went through that process of adapting, and then I applied that to every verse that was on that joint, bro. You know what I mean? I feel like I adapted it.
I just hope I'm not ahead of my prime. Let's talk about these troubled times. Left for dead, we was left behind. I'm about to slice they ass some humble pie. I had my cake and I ate it too. Survived the hood, went to college.
Alright, so you just dropped your project. Your first track on here, Aura. Where did that come from?
Man, so I put that beat on, right? And the way that I write, it's, again, I just try to flow with it. I don't try to force nothing. If I'm not feeling the beat, the snares, the drums, the bass, whatever the case may be, I just skip it. I go to the next. When I put that beat on, a line came into my head. I walk in the room and they feel my aura. Close but so far, I'm long distance like a caller. That was the first two. And after that, I just wrote about 30 something off of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I know when I step into a room, people feel my energy. I'm different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's God. It's the way that I carry myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm very cognitive and conscious of my image, what I say, what I do, how I behave in private and in public. You know what I'm saying? I always work on my craft and work on myself. And, you know what I mean? More specifically. So it was just like, I got an aura around me. I got a vibe around me, bro. And people feel that. And I get that a lot when people come into contact with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, your energy is this. You know, before vibe and energy was trending. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been, in a sense, like the life of the party. You know what I mean? I walk in the room, it's love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this quote that stuck with me, man. It's like, yo, we here for a good time, not a long time. So I make sure when I show up, bro, you going to remember that night anytime that you with me, bro, because that could be the last time. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Alright. So personally, my favorite track on there is Purpose. I feel like that track had such a deeper meaning than than what it was intended. In my opinion, I feel like it's really shining light to every individual out there to go find a purpose, go out there and do what you're afraid of, that you think your heart's telling you to do, but you think people are gonna judge you, and people are gonna clown you for being you and following your dreams. So tell me your top 3 songs from this album.
Ooh. Well, first, before I even go there, I'm going to agree with you, bro. And again, that's the beauty of being an artist. Perspective, bro. You get to write from several different perspectives. And I found myself challenging myself and contemplating what I'm going to do in my life, how I'm going to do it. All right, this is what I want to do, how I'm going to get there. What steps am I going to take? I went from, always rapping, but football was a passion for me. And I rode that to the wheels fall off. From high school to college to professionally to tearing my ACL. And it's like, damn, what else do I enjoy? What am I good at? I love helping people, the community, kids, things like that. And I love music. You know what I'm saying? So purpose is key, bro, because I was finding my purpose genuinely when I was starting this process in 2016. My first process, my first tape, officially was 6 months ago. And it's titled 6 months ago. The cover, if you go back on that joint, it's me in a hospital with a bracelet on after I got my surgery. And it was like 6 months ago, what the fuck was I doing? My life changed in 6 months, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I had to reinvent myself and find my new purpose, what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And I feel like everybody go through that battle every day. You know what I'm saying? We trying to constantly figure out what it is we supposed to be doing and how we supposed to do it and how we gonna get there. But if I would take 3, off top, I would say Aura. That's why I started the album like that, because the energy was up. It's crazy bars. I'm talking that talk as usual, but it's just a vibe. The beat was just, it grabs you. You know what I'm saying? After that, I'll say YN. Similar to Purpose. I don't like to say preaching, but I'm talking that talk, bro, and it's very relative. You know what I'm saying? I'm connecting with people with that, and I know that I am, and that's my intent for doing that. And YN is me having a conversation with myself, reflecting on a younger version of myself. It's called Young Nigga. And then talking about where I'm at now with it, and how I see things now, my thought process now. And then to wrap it up, I would either say Troubled Times or Let Us Pray. And one of my bros, man, my man GAAWD, he told me every project, bro, your intro and your last track are like epic, bro. That's like, you got those shit in between, but like your beginning and your end, bro, it's crazy, bro. It's almost like watching a movie. And I put that in my mind, and that's my intent. Again, I do it purposely when I make projects. I'm gonna come with a crazy introduction. It's almost like an English class. I'm gonna hit you with the crazy intro, topic sentence, all that, thesis, blah, blah, blah. You know what's going on. Then the body's about to be ill. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, I gotta have a crazy conclusion that leave you thinking about this when this song is over. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say Troubled Times. But before that, I would definitely say Let Us Pray.
So we went through your most recent project, and we went through how, again, you know, arguably one of the best battle rappers in history reached out to you. So let's talk grand scheme. Let's talk the best scenario for you. Where do you see yourself positioned in the music game, or, you know, like your influence when you get there? Let's talk that. Like, how do you see yourself within the music game?
Right. You ever go in a barbershop, bro, and you in there and they like, yo, it's nice, bro. Like, yo, him, he nice. That's where I see myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you get lit, you with your homies, and y'all talking about, yo, who the top 5 MCs, bro? Who you got right now, bro? Yo, Dre. I'm in that. That's the end goal, bro. It's like, I could give a fuck if I ain't famous. I'm known to my loved ones and haters. You know what I'm saying? That bar right there is like, I'm not worried about jewelry and money and being on, you know what I'm saying, getting Grammys and shit like that. But when y'all talk about rap, you're gonna say, yo, that nigga Meeze is nice, bro. Like, he like that. Now, I feel like if I do that consistently enough, all that other shit gonna come. Bread, exposure, money, house, you know what I mean? Cars, clothes, everything that come with it. Anything that you imagine your life being luxurious is gonna come if I just stick to the script. And the script is, yo, he's nice, you know what I'm saying? So when I enter these rooms, when I left Lux told me, yo, bro, you nice. I had a chip on my shoulder ever since that. You know what I'm saying? I walk around with that every day. You know what I mean? I already had it there, but somebody up there said that too. And it's based on what I think of him. So for him to give me that credit, it's like, oh, say less. I know I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I look forward to. That's what I want to have my mark in the game. And I feel like everything else is going to come after that.
Okay.
Yo, what's going on? It's Meeze the GAAWD. You can follow me on social media at Meeze the GAAWD. My last project, Adaption, is out now, streaming on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Audio Mac. Please check that out. I appreciate you. Last but not least, you can check me at the Boulevard on January 15th in Dover, Delaware. Me, myself, and I, also featuring DJ Illegal. Click the link in the bio.
You don't want to try. Yeah. Cause baby, you the one, you all I want, can never get enough, nah. Cause all I see is us, ma. The only one I trust, ma. Ain't no need to rush, ma. Love is on empty, baby, I can fill you up, baby, you the one, you all I want, can never get enough, nah. Cause all I see is us, ma. The only one I trust, nah. Ain't no need to rush, ma. Love is on empty, baby, I can fill you up, looking at you sideways.